What's up, gamers? This is That PlayStation Gamer. Today we're going to be doing a review, actually, of the PlayStation Portal. Now, fortunately, I actually already unboxed this thing, so I got the device out, and I got some thoughts on this thing, for the record. So, how do I feel about the PlayStation Portal? I have it right here next to me. How do I feel about it? Like, first off, how's this device feel? It feels comfortable. It feels like the DualSense controller. It's got a little bit that, I guess you would say rougher, or kind of like, less smooth background that like the DualSense Edge has. So it's like, it feels comfortable. It works. Like if I were to hold this thing in my hand, it does not feel like it's going to slip, which is very important for something that's got a big ass screen like this on it. Because it's like, it makes, if this feels slippery, I would not be happy to have this in my hand because I'd be like, ooh. But like, I got it right here on my hands on the desk. It feels comfortable, feels great. So what can this thing do? So originally this thing could only remote play. Now, if you don't know what remote play is, it's basically playing your games while your console's still on, but like your screen, like let's say for example, your girlfriend, significant other walks in and says, "Hey, I want to watch Netflix, finish up some TV show she's watching," and you're like, "Okay, honey, well I'm kind of in the middle of this game," and the idea for remote play would essentially be as you would turn it on, grab this device, and start playing, and then she could change the channel. Now, I think the way it would work is that she still could, mess the PlayStation a bit, but it's like, I think the idea generally is like this is supposed to be like you take your game off the big screen, your television, put it on the small screen. And honestly, I gotta say, for that experience, pretty damn interesting idea. The problem I think I have with the Portal is that I noticed the closer I was to the PS5, it actually has some issues. And I don't know if this is like a common problem, but like I pay for damn good internet, like almost $110 a month. And it's like the device just when it's closer to the PlayStation, it has problems. But when it's further away from the PlayStation, it works fine when it comes to remote play. But recently, this year more specifically, it just went into rest mode. They announced cloud streaming. It's available right there on the screen. And this is where I think this device gained life. Like it's just like Sony like just pumped one up to every single one and like injected life into it. So available on cloud streaming right now because I was trying to play a bit earlier. Some of the games you could play are it's kind of shocking the list they have here. So you got the games like The Last of Us Part 1. The Final Fantasy VII Remake, Like a Dragon and Nishi, Ghost of Tsushima, King of Bridge of Spirits, Doom Eternal, Secret Agent Clank, Witcher 3, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, Ratchet Clank Size Matters, Daxter, Sly Cooper. Like, it's a pretty sizable list. And from my experience, the games that seem to have the most problems when it comes to cloud streaming are games that are very, I guess you would say, fast. So games like Spider-Man, for the most part, work fine, but it's like if you're paying attention, like you got your hands like that one knows the details. Like you're gonna notice like there's a lot of blur, but like it's not to the point that like it's distracting. Like you'll notice it if you're looking for it, but if you're not looking for it, it's actually a generally good experience. Like playing The Last of Us Part 1 on it, it was fun. It was like, damn, this almost felt like damn near the console's level. Now, granted, I had to bring down the resolution just because I felt like at the higher resolution, because it has two options, max resolution, which would be 1080p, or 720p. For me personally, I went down to 720p, and then I went to 1080p. I was like, I kind of favor the 720p just a little bit more, because like from a distance, like, from how far I'm holding this device right now, which is about this far, you guys can see, it's like you're not really going to see the difference in the resolution unless you're like, getting close to it. So it's like, okay, for the most part, it was going good. Like I said, there's a couple issues. Like every once in a while, I get some input issues, but it wasn't like that it wasn't detecting the inputs. Like sometimes it was just a little delayed. So my overall thoughts on this device are there's a lot of potential with this. And I can see why Sony might be looking to doing a other native handheld device, but might be something along the lines of a PlayStation Lite that might look a bit like this. And honestly, if that's the case, I don't think that's the wrong route to go down, because I feel like if they could get their family devices that they're bringing this thing out around the if they get the specs down to a point that they can run like PS5 native games on a device that basically is just like running in handheld mode like the Switch does, but like with good frame rates and good resolution, like good enough for handhelds. Like I say 1080p 60 FPS should be like the standard for that device. Honestly, it's got a lot of fucking potential, and I think it would definitely be something up my alley, because again, obviously I'm very interested in it, because I spent $200 on this. So yeah, I guess that's the kind of thing we need to talk about, is the price. $200. Yeah. And if you want a cloud stream, you gotta have PlayStation Plus Premium, which is about, I actually forget the price because I pay for it yearly, so it's like about $150, a little bit more with the yearly subscription. But like, it's one of those things, like, this is very much a luxury item. Like, you don't need this. For the record, I can't recommend this. Like, at $200 for essentially what's a glorified controller, but with cloud streaming and like a screen on it, yeah, just it's kind of hard to recommend. But I see the potential here. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn this into essentially kind of like their handheld console, but like without having the parts in it. Like, the only parts are in this device are the speakers, because the speakers actually, for the record, are pretty damn good, the screen itself, and the controller parts. Like I said, honestly, you could do worse. You could do worse. I've seen people do worse. I've seen those backbones, and it makes me really wonder why the hell people buy that. It's like, just spend the extra $100. If you really care about remote play that much, just spend the extra $200 and get a Portal, because like, it's the best way to play these PlayStation games mobile outside of Steam Deck. So yeah, $200. You know what? Honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a pretty good purchase. The only problem is it's for a very specific market. It's for people who are looking for a device like this. So if you have interest in this device, you probably already have it. So it's not something I would say is would appeal to the casual market. So until next time, guys, that's my thoughts on the PlayStation Portal. Let me know what you guys think about the PlayStation Portal. Please try to be a little fair. Don't be calling a dog poo poo or whatever. Like, this device has potential. That's why I like it. It's like there's something here they can obviously do better with. So yeah. So until next time, peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube hour and BS.